Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. So today we are going to work on a cemetery cone. So what I mean by that is here at several of our cemeteries they have flat stones with metal vases on them where you can drop one of these cones filled with flowers right into that vase and they stay in place. So today I need to put together a cemetery cone for Christmas. These cones we actually purchased this from a company called Ludwig. They make fresh floral foam, and then they also make foam for artificial arrangements. Now it's actually shaped so it'll fit right down into a vase at the cemetery, and it holds in place really well. I like to use an old vase and set my foam right down in that old vase. This holds it up so I can arrange it very easily. I'm going to take a little bit of Spanish moss and I am going to cover the outside of this foam. Now this is not really a necessary step. If you don't want to take this step, you don't have to. Honestly, I just like that it camouflages the outside of this foam, okay? Next, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of leather leaf. So this is a silk leather leaf. I ordered this leather leaf from a company called Legs Manufacturing, and I have found they have the best prices with a really good quality. And so I was buying my leather leaf from a company called Floral, but I was paying far too much for it. So I found that Legs Wholesale had it for a wonderful price, and then I didn't have to charge so much for my arrangement. I always like for my arrangements to be reasonable, and so I didn't want just the part that's not even important to be what was so expensive. I wanted you to get as many flowers for your money as possible. Now Legs also has different materials such as flowers for the cemetery. They have lots of colored floral bushes that you can use for the cemetery. They have lots of different greens. I have been very pleased with their quality, and I've been very pleased with the price, even more pleased with the price. Now what I'm doing is these come with a long stem on them. I'm just taking my floral snips, my wire cutters, and I'm just cutting those ends off because I don't really need that big long stem. So I'm taking this vase, and you can see that I'm just turning it around, and I am dipping my stems right down into the glue and then tucking it right into that foam. So I use one bundle of the silk leather leaf to green out my vase. Now this lady brought me the majority of her flowers, and so we are so happy to work with other people's stuff. I don't mind you bringing me your stuff at all, but she asked that we add maybe a little holly, so I have some holly, and these are pine picks, and then we're going to use her flowers. So I'm going to take my little pick and I'm going to fluff it up. I'm just going to breathe a little life into it so it looks as if we cut that right out of the yard. I'm going to dip that stem right down into the glue and then press it right into my vase. Again, I'm just going to fluff just like that. Just fluff it up. I'm going to trim this stem just a little, and then I'm going to dip it into my glue pan. Guys, get yourself a glue pan. And if you need a link, let me know, and I am so happy to give you a link. I ordered mine off of Amazon, and it has been wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. It makes it so easy. Where you don't have to pick up a glue gun, add some glue to your stem, put the glue gun down. It doesn't burn as bad, so because you don't turn the heat up quite as high. Next, we're going to come in with a little bit of our holly. So I think that I purchased this holly off of a floral truck. So we have here in Mississippi, I don't know about other places, here in Mississippi we have floral trucks that come around, and you can purchase flowers and ribbons and all the things off of those trucks. Now, they are a little pricey, but they're extremely convenient, and often convenience wins, right? So I just cut off a few of the stems. I'm going to set that to the side, and then I'm going to take my stems. I'm going to rearrange the foliage just a smidge. I'm going to take that stem, dip it into my glue pan, and push that right down into that foam. But if you're looking for the best price, Legs Manufacturing is truly the best price on floral stems. Now, they don't have tons to choose from, but what I have purchased from them, I think I've purchased from them 3 different times. I've been very, very pleased. I'm fixing to actually place an order for some more foliage, some more of the leather leaf, because we're getting low. But I'm almost refused to buy it anywhere else because Legs is such a quality product and it's such a good price. Okay, so there's our pretty holly. And you can see I'm taking each of my stems and I'm dipping them in my glue. Okay, next we're going to take some of her poinsettias. So these poinsettias she picked up from Hobby Lobby and brought those to us. And I'm going to take the stems, and I'm going to cut it with my wire snips. I'm going to dip that stem in glue, and then I'm going to tuck it right down in that foam. All right, so just bend them up, make sure they're fluffed, give it a cut as you need to, because sometimes they're a little long. And I'm dipping each stem right into that glue. And what that's going to do is guarantee that our flowers stay together. So these flowers will go out to a cemetery where the wind is something, and I'm not exactly sure why the wind blows so hard at this certain cemetery, but you worry about the flowers blowing off the grave, and so we try to make it a point to glue every stem in so that they won't go anywhere. I'm going to take the second bush and do the exact same thing. She likes these arrangements really full and really pretty, so I'm just going to use all her products and fill it right up. Anytime though that you buy artificial blooms, guys, be sure that you fluff those, okay? It's always important. Don't leave them flat. See how that one's kind of bent? Go ahead and bend that head, fluff it, and make it look as fresh as possible. So I'm just going all the way around and trying to fill this arrangement up all the way around. I should have brought my Lazy Susan in here, shouldn't I? Okay, so we are just about finished with the poinsettias. Now, when you think of poinsettias, poinsettias are specifically a Christmas flower. They are not used any other time of the year, only at Christmas time. So when you see poinsettias, it is really something you want to use at Christmas, okay? They really don't translate into any other season but Christmas. Okay, next we're going to take these beautiful stems of berries that she brought. Look how pretty these are. These are also from Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to take the stems and I'm going to go ahead and cut those stems. I'm going to toss the large piece that held them all together, dip that in that glue, push that right into that foam. These are such beautiful berries. Again, I'm just taking those stems, dipping them right into that glue. And going all the way around. See how pretty? We're going to take the second bush. You can make these as full or as sparse as you would like. I have one sweet little lady who wants just 3 stems of yellow roses in hers with lots of pretty green, so that's exactly what we do. We here at our shop do have lots of pre-made cemetery arrangements because we sell a lot of them. And so we try to keep those pre-made and we keep them seasonal. So if you want to buy Christmas, you can buy Christmas. If you want to do fall, we can do fall. We can do whatever you'd like. And we're also happy to use the flowers that you provide. We do that with most things. The only time I don't like for you to I don't like to work with your product is fresh product. So like if you came in and wanted us to work with artificial blooms for your wedding, I'm happy to do that. But I don't like for you to bring in fresh product for me to work with because I can't guarantee the quality. And then you might say, well, Flowers by the Bunch did my wedding. And so that's the one thing I don't do is work with fresh product that you've brought in. But anything else we are happy to work with. If you need a wreath redone, we can do that. If you need, all those kind of things. Okay, the last thing she brought in were these birch branches. So we're going to tuck some of those right in. I'm just going to take those branches. I'm going to dip them in some glue. And tuck those right down into that foam. And you can see how beautiful this is. I know that this arrangement will certainly show up at the cemetery. It'll be beautiful. All right, 2 more little branches and we are going to call this arrangement finished. Again, the things that we used for this arrangement are a floral cone that's made out of foam. I used 1 bundle of silk leather leaf, excluding this one piece, and I'm gonna tuck it in. I used 3 stems of the pine. And I used half a bush of the variegated holly. And then I used 2 of her bushes she brought in from Hobby Lobby that were the pretty red poinsettias. 2 of the pretty berries she picked up at Hobby Lobby. And then 5 or 6 stems of the birch. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions about how we do things, please ask in the comments, or you can send us a message, or you can email us, whatever you'd prefer. We're so happy to answer questions. Guys, thank you for being here. If you would do me a great big favor, please subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Give us a thumbs up. saying that you liked the video, and if you'll hit that little bell down below, it'll give you notifications for when we go live. Guys, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.